All right, it's time to light this on fire. Woo! Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. Guess where I'm at today? I am in Koreatown and it is almost dinner time and I'm going to be trying some Korean barbecue once again. I know you guys are really excited about all these Korean barbecue restaurants, so I decided why not just go with episode number 12. And this is going to be my last Korean barbecue in a while because I pretty much exhausted all the great Korean barbecue restaurants in Los Angeles. So today I'm here at this restaurant called Ahgassi Gopchang, which is one of the highest rated Korean barbecue restaurants in Los Angeles. It's owned by the same owners of Baekjeong restaurant, another highly rated place that I went to for episode 1. And it's also been called BTS's favorite Korean barbecue restaurant in Los Angeles whenever they're in town. Is that a reason for me to go to this restaurant? Maybe, but I've been here before, so I know their food is really good. Known for some awesome quality meats, just like Baekjeong. They're also known for large intestine barbecues as well. Yikes. And today's a special day because they're remodeling, or they've remodeled, and now they're about to debut a new look, and I get to take a sneak peek at this new Ahgassi Gopchang. So if you guys want to see one of the best Korean barbecue restaurants in LA that's kind of reopened basically, then stick all the way to the end of this episode so that you can see this amazing Korean barbecue experience. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, because I put out these food videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So now it's about 5 o'clock, time to go in and time to get me some of that barbecue. So the restaurant has been here for about 8 years now. I believe they opened in 2013. It's the sister restaurant of Baekjeong, but it's the only location here in Koreatown, Los Angeles. And like I said, this is a restaurant that is very popular. It's very crowded. It's BTS's favorite Korean barbecue restaurant. Their meats are very high quality. Here, when you order it, it's cut to order. How exciting is that? So they're cutting up all this brisket and all this short rib back here, ready for me to eat in just a while. So it looks like right now they have the menu that you pull up over your phone, the QR code. As you can see, they have beef combos here, small, large, as well as the pork combo. And this is their specialty, the Gupchang combo, which is beef intestines cooked in a chopan stone pot. That is something I definitely need to check out. But of course, since I love the traditional Korean barbecue, I'm definitely going to get the beef and a pork belly, and I think I should be all set. Here are some of the soups that come with your meal. This one, the kimchi jjigae, kimchi soup, which is always so good. Definitely you got to get this one if you're at this restaurant. Then we have the egg custard, always very, traditional in the Korean restaurant. And then this is the doenjang jjigae, or the soybean paste soup. I think this one is kind of spicy. That's why it's kind of dark red. All right, look how beautiful this thing is. This is my beef selection. First off, we got some of the beef brisket here. It's on top of this mountain of bean sprout. This is the only restaurant I've seen that does it like this. So interesting. And this is the marinated short rib, or the marinated kalbi. This one I always like to get. You always have to get this at a Korean barbecue restaurant, especially here at this restaurant, Ahgassi Gopchang. And look at this one. This is the skirt steak, non-marinated skirt steak. Overall, such a solid combination of barbecue meats going on here. Sizzling once again. You never get tired of it. Even after doing this 11 times already in a row, it's always so exciting for me. And all that bean sprouts goes on top. And by the way, the service here is so awesome because everybody is really like a team player here. All in unison, doing such a great job, and they do cook the food for you at the table, so letting you know you don't have to worry about cooking your own food. It's going to come out great. Wow, that is a mountain of meat. I love the way they designed it, how they pile it all up, bean sprouts and the beef. Why don't I start all the way on the top? Okay. Oh, okay, beef. Brisket sauce as usual. Oh, okay, sesame oil going into that for a little bit later for my skirt steak. But for now, I'm gonna concentrate on this beautiful brisket. See my thumbs up? that means it's rockin'. It's tender, it's a very solid brisket. And also, like I said, there's a lot of bean sprouts in the bottom, so take advantage of this bean sprout.
Brisket.
Skirt steak. There we go. I love me a good skirt steak. I saw them cut this up in the kitchen earlier. It looks so delicious. I can tell this is some high quality meat they got going on here. With the skirt steak, different dipping sauce. Sesame oil, salt, and pepper is the one you should go with. Although, of course, you could dip it in the sweet brisket sauce if you want to, but I'm gonna go with the server suggestion on this one. If you're a steak lover, you're definitely gonna recognize the taste of it because it tastes just like skirt steak. Very tender, very juicy, and they cooked it to about, I think, medium rare. Although, while it's cooking, it's going to become medium. But yeah, that sesame oil gives it that sesame oil flavor so that the meat is oily and kind of salty as well. But then, like I said, you can take it and put it in the other sauce. Tastes just as good, you know, in its own way. Yeah. Oh yeah, so now it's like sweet tasting steak. Either way, it's good. And then we got the marinated carby, my favorite one. Here we go again. Gotta wait for this one to cook till perfection. And since this meat is a little thicker, obviously it's gonna cook for a long time. But this one, you wanna cook it all the way done until it has that great caramelization on both sides. Yeah, it's a long strip. Wow, very long strip. I guess that's why he's cutting it in half, so that it can fit on this mesh grill. Yes, that's the other side. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Yes, once the other side gets to this, exactly the way it looks, it should be done. Just cut it up, ready to serve. It's always going to be kind of rare inside. But then, when you cook it just a little bit more, maybe just a few more minutes after this, it's going to be good to go. This one, customarily, the sweet brisket sauce. You want to make this meat extra sweet. That's how you make the short ribs taste very good. Woo! I guess you guys can already tell, this one is my favorite one by far. It's so good. I think out of all the Korean barbecue meats, I always like the marinated short ribs the best. I'm gonna get another one. I want to experience it again. Yep, so far my favorite one. See, I like it because the meat quality is so good. It's very tender, it's juicy, has good fat content in it, tastes so fresh as well. Definitely the one you gotta get here at this restaurant. I can already tell this one is gonna be delicious. Grilled pork. Yeah, this one you gotta cook all the way. It's not like beef, but it's still gonna taste good afterwards. That's the beauty of fresh, premium pork. There we go. Look at that other side. That's the way you want it to look. Definitely not boiled. You want it to look charred on both sides. Making good progress so far. Oh yeah, kimchi cooked with some of that pork fat oil, some garlic, jalapeno. Oh, this is gonna taste so good. Just like what I had at Baekjeong some time back. Try it with the kimchi together, because once the kimchi is cooked, it tastes really good with the pork. If you're hearing me say this for the first time, I'm going to say it again. Kimchi and pork always go so fabulous in Korean barbecue. It gives it a crunch, a little spiciness from the kimchi. Works so good with pork. In fact, I think kimchi with barbecue pork works better than kimchi with barbecue beef. I don't know why, but I just think both of them match better, the pork and the kimchi. So definitely eat it like this here. Man, really good pork they got going on here. Woo. All right, now we're getting ready for the Gupchang. That is the chulpan. It's like a stone pot. You see how it's all greased up? Yeah, they're gonna put the intestines in there. Have you all ever had intestine barbecue before? It's kind of an adventurous eat, but I assure you, a lot of Koreans like to eat this, and it's actually not that bad. Oh man. Yeah, it definitely looks crispy on that one side. And that's what he's been doing the whole time, is to get one side crispy, and the next side will be crispy as well. Okay, and the last step is to put all the vegetables, the onions, the oyster mushrooms, the potatoes, and also the duck, which is the rice cake, all into this oil. It cooks together just like this. And then it's just kind of stir-fried. Oh, okay, that goes in too. What is this one?
This is chai kimchi, gochu kimchi.
Kimchi?
Gochu kimchi.
Gochu kimchi? Okay. All right. Yes, it's going to have some kimchi flavor. So the way you're supposed to do it is to take some of the kimchi and to take a piece of the intestine, and it's been pretty much like deep fried, I guess. You put it a little bit into the sesame oil with the salt. You enjoy it just like this. Oh, it's a little bit hot. That is pretty awesome. See, when the intestine, the small intestine was cooked like this, where it's crispy all around, it makes all the difference, no kidding. It tastes so good when it's crispy like this. Like that crunch. It doesn't even taste like intestine. Really, it doesn't. And then of course when you eat it with the kimchi and some of these vegetables on top of it, it makes a great taste. In fact, I gotta take another one. And, ooh, like I said, it's very hot because it's gonna continue to cook like this, so just letting you know, it's a little bit hot. Okay, gonna finish it off now with the kimchi fried rice. They make it on top of this chulpan where they were making the gopchang earlier. What a great way to finish off the meal. Even the kimchi fried rice is cooked fresh right in front of you. All the kimchi, yes. And then of course the rice will go in just a little bit. Oh yeah, cut that thing. Wow. I always love me a good kimchi fried rice at the end of the meal, especially when it looks something like this. I've never seen them make kimchi fried rice ever like this, in this stone-like pot with an awesome server who's practically like our chef here. And just the way it's all presented on this, so excellent. What a great way to end the meal. All right guys, so before we close out this episode, I want to give a shout out to Brandon here. He's like seriously one of the most awesome servers you'll have in a Korean barbecue restaurant, because he literally is like a chef at your table. Really one of the most chefs I've ever had. So if you come to this restaurant, look out for Brandon here. Tell him you saw this episode. He's going to take really good care of you, right Brandon?
Yeah, sure.
All right, awesome. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. If you like what I'm doing here on the show, give me a thumbs up. Also, comment on the section below. I'd love to hear your story if you've been here before. And finally, subscribe so that you can get these videos weekly. Well, I hope you have a rockin' day today, folks, and that you'll try some of this rockin' food at Ahgassi Gopchang soon. And be sure to also click on the other videos on my screen so that you can see my other LA food adventures. So I'll see you guys in the next video.